those were the days.
Hi there, Dr. Sheep here. Welcome back to another my Farming Sim Let's Play episode. I don't know. It is currently... Oh, right. This is currently 11:32 p.m. 38 on by my alarm clock. There we go. 6 minutes off. Jesus. My brain just did not want to function. It was just like, oh, functional realism. That's useless. What am I saying? Anyways, welcome back to another Farming Sim Let's Play. Today we are waiting for crops to mature so we can harvest the crops. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Finally, for the first time, like waiting for crops to harvest. You know, I remember back in the day when I would go through like 3 or 4 cycles of crops, and then I'd come back on like, let's spend some money. And now we're back to the way things used to be, where I barely didn't do anything, and then we just wait for crops to, where I barely did anything. And yeah, funny how that works, right? I was originally not going to film today because I was down in the dumps because I had some more bad news. Do 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 do. Bad news is all I seem to get, but hey, how about you? And then, well, then I don't know. I just came out of the slump, I guess. I had this guest at work. Oh my god, I think I was with the man for 40 minutes. Collectively, probably an hour. I'd helped him a little bit before that. Everybody in the store had left. It was just me and this guy and the GM and a few other departments. So, you know, and they're like, whoa, Jesus, the poor cashiers. He wasn't buying anything. He was just getting an estimate. So, the poor cashiers went home. So, anyways, yeah. So, I guess that brought me out of the dumps. If you guys want me to talk about in detail what's been going on in my life, because it's a real sob story, I'm certainly open to talk about it. It's painful to talk about it. I mean, it's basically torturing myself going over the feelings, but I feel better afterwards. Only if you guys are genuinely curious. Leave a comment. Not that anybody watches these anyways, so it doesn't really matter. But leave a comment, please. What do you have for oats? Actually, that's a good question. Boop, 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 boop. Good number of oats. Also, the speed up time will help us speed up to when we can sell the horses. We're still probably at least several in-game days away from selling the horses. So, there's that. But they're very close. They're already worth quite a bit. But I can make a lot more money. So, and look at that. It's dark now. Fantastic. Oh, and that's ready. Don't want to reduce the amount of soybeans we'll be getting. Not that it matters. Jesus, haven't looked at like pHs in forever. Ugh. Nitrogen's pH ain't bad actually. Not too bad. Well, you can't freaking tell what anything is because the data becomes outdated, which is really irritating. Holy crap, my sheep are... You guys need to tell me about a flatbed. The sheep have been busy. Oh my god. Let's get a sheep symbol on it. That's cute. Let's go talk to Archie. Archie, my guy. Oh, well, don't you give me the... hello, Archie. Wait, which one's... Oh, it's Curl. Archie. Archie. Alright, Archie. I'm here to interrogate you. we're back to talking to the sheep again. Where's Samuel? Samuel, you sly devil. How are you doing today? You look nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. I complimented you. Jesus. Hooves off there, bud. Yeah, that's what I thought. Uh-huh. Yeah, back off. Don't you dare. He's getting angry. Samuel, what is your deal? What is your deal? They don't like that I'm taking the soybeans. So all you gotta do today, Archie, just head down in the grass, eating. Is that all we do today? You ever lay on a sheep before like this? I mean, I'm standing. I'm literally standing on him. But, sheep are nice and fluffy and warm. Oh, okay, goodbye. Alright. Oh, holy crap to crap. Sheep have made a mess here. Messy, messy sheep. Let's, he's good. He ain't gonna freaking fill up. No way, Jose. No way. Where's that saying come from? What am I talking about? What is going on? The sheep distracted me, and now I don't know what's going on. The point is, oh, so I was watching House, and it was the episode where he goes on. Okay, spoilers, I guess. Is it Q? There we go. Where he goes on a date with Dr. Cameron because she wouldn't come back unless he went on a date with her, and he wanted her. She wanted him. Sorry, Cameron, Dr. Cameron, wanted House to admit his feelings for her because he clearly liked her. Blah 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 blah. Point is, he doesn't, or at least, well, yeah, I guess he doesn't. At least not maybe in the way that she'd hoped. And so they ended up not dating, but I kind of wish they had. When I watched the series, I had always rooted for House and Cuddy, but, I've watched the series at least twice, now, at least twice, and this isn't a very serious watching it through a third time. I'm just kind of casually watching it whenever, because like today, I guess I should have been doing this. Instead, I was watching House, but Rondo and I were watching House, so it was nice. Anyways, I watching it back through, I kind of wished that House had ended up with Cameron instead of Cuddy, or I guess he ends up with Wilson. They run off together to let Wilson die of cancer. Anyway, I'm spoiling the entire ending of the series. Anyways, well, anyway, House does end up with Cuddy at one point. And, I think the first time I was like, yeah. Because that's just what I wanted. I don't know why. I just really wanted to see House and Cuddy together. But now, this be my third way around. It's like, I wish I liked him and Cameron. I don't know why. I didn't like Chase and Cameron, but I liked House and Cameron. Would they have been good for each other? Probably not. But who knows? I don't know. Anyways, the fictional characters doesn't really matter. Point is, but it was just had me thinking. They were all asking House all kinds of questions before the date, giving him advice, and then after the date, they were asking questions of how the date went, blah 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 blah. And it reminds me of the times I've been out, I guess. And everybody asking me questions and all that kind of stuff. And I thought about it. I haven't been on an actual date, like an actual date, like both parties, I guess, kind of. I've probably never been on a date in my entire life. The point is, I haven't been on a date in a long time. I don't even remember the last one. I don't even remember who it was with. I think it was back on the Corona times. Yeah. I think it was. Hard to remember. Point is, well, yeah, I hung out with this person at work, but I don't know if those weren't dates. They weren't dates. Let me clarify. Clarify. They 100% were not dates. I can assure of that. Because yeah. Anyways, 11 minutes. Only 11 minutes in. Oh god. Oh, we're stuck on a tree. Anyways, so I was like, I I watched House and Cameron on their little date, and I was like, I haven't been on a date in a long time, and I was just like, I want to go on a date for some reason. I don't know why. I don't particularly enjoy them. Actually, I don't enjoy them at all. But for some reason, this part of me wants to go on one. I don't know why. There's no reason for me to enjoy them. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe subconsciously I enjoyed them. Consciously, no, not really. Oh, yeah, no. And I don't have anybody ask. I don't, there's no one in my life I could ask, let alone would ask. There might be people I would ask, but could I? No, I couldn't. Would they say yes? No, of course I wouldn't. No one would. I don't know a single damn person. But that's just whatever. I was talking to Rondo, and he's like, when you move out, you have to get a bachelor pad. Just you, because your current room is kind of a deal breaker. I'm like, what is so bad about my room? It's bad. What is that purple dot above me? Do you see that? What is that? Is that just like... What? Do you see the purple dot, or am I insane? Alright. That's... strange. Oh, it's a lens flare. Oh. Sorry, I don't know if you can see it. It's like straight above me, right there. Right where my tip my index finger is. If you're watching on a phone, you definitely cannot see it. Anyways, what was I talking about? Right. So yeah, going on dates. I don't have a single person in my life I could even ask, nor really want. Well, there are people I would maybe ask. I don't know. Point is, there's no one in my life I could go on a date with. Let's just say that. That is the state of my existence. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why I want to go on one. There's nothing particularly interesting. I don't... Oh, God. I haven't... Oh, God. Okay. Story time. I don't know if I should even tell this. I'm going to tell it. So there's this girl on Bumble I met, I don't know how long ago. Week or more? Been over a week. It's hard for me to remember. Time, because of just, my work isn't like Monday through Friday. It's, you work these days, and I've been working almost every single weekend except for this upcoming weekend. I finally got it off, but then I had to work Saturday. But now I might not go to work that day. It's the emotional thing again, if you want to know what's going on, I will torture myself and talk about it. But I mean, it's torture in the process. It's just once the process is done, I feel good. Oh my god, I just realized I have 3 bins of science stuff underneath my table. Holy crap, that's more than I thought. Okay, anyways, so I might not go at all. Emotional reasons. And that... I don't know what I'm doing. I really thought about not even doing this episode. Because I didn't have anything that wasn't just about my feelings to talk about. But apparently, all the stuff I did have to talk about can be summed up in about 15 minutes. Which is really annoying. I could probably talk more about this date thing, but... What is there to talk about? Rondo said to get a bachelor pad because my room is a deal breaker. I got distracted by the purple dot. But... How do I... Where do I go to meet people? I've tried the online. Like I said, I met this girl on Bumble. And I thought things were going well. And then she just stopped talking to me. Like, one morning, we were just texting back and forth. And then she just stopped. I'm like, what the heck? What did I do? What happened? What changed? And my roommate was like, well, maybe you didn't go fast enough. And I'm like, I figured she didn't want to go that fast. I don't want to share any personal details, but I'm going to. She has a kid. And I figured, heck, well, okay. She's probably the same age as me. No, she was older. She was like 1 year older than me. Point is, the reason why she has the kids, I don't know why, but I'd assume it's because she went too fast in a previous relationship. So... common rationality would be she would go slower in other relationships. But apparently, I guess a kid doesn't stop you from, forgive my French, hoe around. I don't know. I'm not calling her a hoe. I don't know. I don't know what happens. I don't know what goes wrong. You always wonder, like, should I text them and ask them, what did I do wrong? I wish they would tell you. They never do. There were some girls I talked to for a long time. Then it's in the paragraph. The paragraph. Because you can always sense it. They slowly start to ghost you and kind of stop talking to you. And then you eventually ask what's going on. And then they send you the paragraph. And in this paragraph, I shouldn't say detailed. It's not detailed at all. It's broad. Oh, it's not you. It's me. I'm not ready for a relationship. Or I don't know what I'm looking for. Blah, blah, blah. Basically, yeah, no, I don't like you. Sorry. Goodbye. I'm never going to talk to you again. I guess one girl, she would text me every now and then. That never happened to her. I think she blocked me on Snapchat. I don't remember. Point is, she did. Actually, yes. I remember now. She did. Anyways, my nose is plugged. Anyways, and you wonder, and you know that, like, okay, what did I do wrong? She claims it's her, but you know deep down that it wasn't her. It's like, okay, no way, it was me. But what did I do? What did I do? Should you ask? Probably not. Not like they're gonna tell you. They just told you it wasn't you. They told you it was them. But and the whole world knows it wasn't you. That it was you, and that you did something. It wasn't them. Especially this one girl, because like a week later she was in like a relationship, and now still in said relationship as far as I'm aware of, but again she blocked me, so this one girl, she truly never did get into a relationship. And yeah, I, you know, I, that the one that never did get in a relationship, I really did like her a lot. We were both on the same page about things, I thought. We both identified what we wanted from from the interactions. And but I guess wasn't enough. I think I've talked about all of this before. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I'm a broken record when it comes to relationships. But I want to know. I just would like to know. I don't know. Outback, he was drunk one night. We were at the bars. I guess so the only time I've ever gone to the bars uh, was for Rooster's girlfriend's birthday. Anyways, uh, and we, and Outback was drunk. And somebody brought up me dating. And he was just like, listen, we're not gonna find a girl for Doc. Doc will find a girl for Doc. We won't know, but he will. That's how it's gonna be. There's nothing we can do. And I was just, and a lot of people are like, yeah, that's the way the world works. And I'm like, that sucks because I'm screwed. The number of new people I meet, well, that aren't like, you meet once because, what door are you buying situation. Otherwise, the number of people outside of that is slim to none. Actually, it's zero currently. I'm not going out and meeting people, nor am I getting people's information and talking to them. It's just not something I do. I don't even know how to do that properly. But I don't know. I sure would like to go on a date again. Give myself one more chance. I have to convince myself. I'm currently waiting on. Okay, so off the dating topic. I don't know why this is in the same part of my brain, but it is. I'm currently waiting on. Because I guess interviews and dates are kind of the same thing. Ooh, there's a conversation. There's a conversation to have. What's the difference between an interview and a date? There isn't much of a difference when you look at it. I mean, when you really think on that. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much. When you really stop and look at it, is there really that big of a difference? The answer is no. I mean, yes and no. No, there isn't a difference in the fact that... Okay, an interview probably has rehearsed questions, okay? There's also, just like an interview, there's a limit to what kinds of questions you should ask that person in return. The questions they're going to ask you in return. You can't just... on the first date, I have a list of things you don't talk about. I think I've talked about it before. I know I have. Anyways, there's a list of things you don't talk about on the first date. There's also a list of things you don't ask in an interview. Okay? There's also a list of things they can't ask you because, well, the law and discriminatory regulations. Not the regulations are being discriminatory. In theory, anyways, they're not. It's they're to prevent discrimination. Anyways, so where was I? Right, there's just common courtesy, not common courtesy, but there's just a common knowledge typically, unless you're completely brain dead or unless you have no EQ whatsoever, or you've been living under a rock your entire life, and this is the first interaction with with a person of the opposite sex you have ever had, or depending on whether you like guys or girls, I guess, and if you're a guy or a girl. So the gender that you are interested in. I should say. Well, and then if you're bi, I guess anybody that's not your family. Not that you like everybody that's not your family. I'm just saying that there is no limit to that. Just typically, unless you're only like as a bisexual, only attracted to men or women, not somebody who is transgender or something like that. I have no idea. Or maybe you're not attracted to. No, that works. Yeah. Or the people that don't identify with the standard 2 genders plus transgender, right? You identify with the other several groups. Anyways, ouch. Just punched my mic. Yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I don't know how I got it. Well, anyways, so yeah, unless you're complete, there's just things you don't say. Okay, just like an interview. There's also both parties will ask questions. Typically, I mean, an interview, one party asks all their questions, and then that's it. And then you have to ask your questions. On a date. It should be a conversation. It should be a back and forth motion. You ask a question, she asks a question, or he, or whatever. Your partner asks a question, you ask a question, so on and so forth. There's a back and forth motion. In theory, unless one is way more interested in the other, then there would be a weighted side. That's typically what's happened on my dates. I don't remember them though. Actually, hardly at all. It's been so long. The last actual date I went on, if memory serves me, was Corona times. Like right after the university shut down. I think that was the last one. I don't remember. Not that wasn't important. It wasn't. It's just that's the last one I can remember. I talked to several girls after that. I just know I didn't go on a date with the one. Even though I really wanted to. I really liked her. Yeah. Anyways, finally got away. I don't know if she ever got away. I don't know if I ever had her in the first place. Point is, my nose is, one nostril is dry and I can breathe through it. The other is stuffy but runny, which is a terrible combination. And I need to take my Benadryl. That would probably help. Yeah. So, okay, other similarities. You're usually dressed up, typically. It's done in public spaces. Not like an interview isn't done in a restaurant, unless you're interviewing for a restaurant. I mean, some places are. I guess higher up in corporate America, you do an interview wherever. I mean, you've seen How I Met Your Mother. If you've seen it, and when Marshall has those dinners with those big corporate those big corporate lawyers, and they want to hire him, and they're like, here's a bunch of money, right? It's a date. Yeah, they even compare it to going on a date. Similarly. But as if Marshall was the girl, because the boss, the person interviewing him, is going to be the person paying for everything. Anyways, so I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think of dates? maybe I don't know. And everybody's just like, why do you want to date? And, my psychologist, I think my name is Shring, she even asked me, like, are you sure you want to be in a relationship? Are you ready? And I don't know if I'm ready. Who actually ever knows if they're ready? That's not something you just know. That's just something that you figured out. Unfortunately, you might hurt somebody in the process. I think she wanted me to figure that out beforehand. But I think this week, the previous week, I should say, and now this week, have proven I am capable of talking about my feelings and feeling my feelings, actually. So, they're not talking about them. I haven't really talked to anybody about my feelings. Not really. But anyways, but feeling my feelings, not just logicking my way through things. I haven't been able to. I wanted to. That's all I've wanted to this week is just to use logic, but I can't. My logic is too clouded by emotion. I can't make a clear, concise decision, which is unfortunate because I do need to make clear, concise decisions right now, and logic. If I can't use logic for that, I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyways, that's what she wanted me to figure out, was like, you gotta stop being logical. You gotta start, listen to your feelings, communicate with that, care about other people's feelings. And I think I'm getting there. I think the past 2 weeks have really proven that. But back to the question, why do you want to date? I'm lonely. It's I don't know if I've ever talked about me being a big consumer. I'm a big consumer. I see something, I want it, I buy it, typically. Or if I see something, and if I really want it, I will try my damnedest to get it. And, how do I put this? So, I see people with a relationship, and that's all I want. That's all I can think about. It consumes me. And I'm like, that's what I want. And I want somebody who thinks like me, or maybe not thinks like me, but can understand the way I think and can reciprocate what I dish out when I'm going out about things. Phil's my cousin, not my. I can't, and I'm not bi, so there's that. The problem with Phil is that, unlike a relationship, Phil has no. There's nothing. He doesn't care. In a relationship, theoretically, she would. My partner would care. And maybe she would be down, like, oh yeah, I'd love to make YouTube videos. Not the Phil is one. What I'm getting at is, I should have cut this sooner. What I'm getting at is that I don't know. I know what I want. I just don't know where to go. And a lot of people are like, you're not going to know. Once you stop looking, they just show up. If I stop actively looking, if I stop actively looking, I will never meet anybody. That's how I function. I don't actively go out and seek new people. It's just, I guess sometimes I'll go through Tinder and Bumble, maybe in the luck that, hey, I got to talk to somebody for a few days, somebody new for a few days, when I feel that I'm bored with all the people around me. But then, the people on Bumble and Tinder They suck. So they don't. I don't know. They're always interested for about 5 minutes. And then they lose interest. And then they're just like, uh-huh. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh no, I don't like that. No, I like this. But they don't. But they never ask you, like, oh, do you like that? Or, you ask these questions where it's like, hey, do you go to school? Oh, no, I don't go to school. Oh, are you in school? Yeah, what year are you? Okay. Oh, yeah, are you in school? And if you are, what year are you? Naturally, wouldn't you ask somebody else what their year is or if they're in school? Apparently, that thought doesn't cross somebody's mind. Or like when you ask them, "Oh, what major are you?" and they tell you, and then they don't ask back. And I'm like, what is why are you on this app? How are the conversations you have with other people? Maybe this is why you're on this. Maybe this is why you're like, I can't find a boyfriend. Maybe it's because you suck at conversation. You genuinely suck. You don't know how to reciprocate you don't know how to reciprocate the other end of a conversation. Because the conversation is two ways. I ask a question, you ask a question. I give an answer, I ask a question, you give an answer, then you ask me and I give an answer. If you don't ask anything about me, how are you ever going to judge whether maybe I shouldn't, maybe I don't want to date this guy or whatever, or continue talking to this person. But when you don't say anything back, and then you're like, oh, we're just not vibing. How are you supposed to vibe if your vibe is not saying anything back? Like, you have no idea. You don't know a single thing about me if you never ask a question. Or if you ask one question at the very beginning and never ask one after that. What are you going to learn there? They don't do an IQ test or your shrink doesn't just ask you one question. They ask you lots of questions. Or an interview, they ask you lots of questions. You can't just get to know somebody with one question or zero questions for that matter. I feel like in some cases I've been there. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Anyways, hopefully this last little bit makes up for the shorter Minecraft Let's Play. Anyways, I would like to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. New Farming Sim Let's Plays every single Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central Time, and good night. What an episode, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed what you watched and you want to see what the series started, go check out the playlist. If you want to see more, and so you don't miss a single second, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, stick around for the next 20 seconds to give me a sweet watch time, and I'll see you guys in the next one.